If you made it this far, I want to give you a special thanks from my heart to yours. You can drop a sunflower emoji below in the comments. And if you're just joining us, we are at our last segment of this episode called Fashion Psychology Optics, where we seek to dispel illusions stitch by stitch, story by story. I'll begin this segment with every child knows the truth. Clothing is merely the first language we choose to speak. I'll say that again. Every child knows the truth. Clothing is the first language we choose to speak. So there was a viral moment on TikTok where a 7-year-old Jamaican Christian little girl was beaming with joy after her parents finally said yes to her wearing a hijab. There was no cussing, no fussing, just pure sartorial joy. Because to her, to that little girl, the scarf wasn't about religion at all. It was about the love for her schoolmate. Now, in my book, Dress Your Best Life, I talk about fashion identity assimilation. It's how clothing adapts us to dominant cultures. But here, in this instance, it became a love language. For this little girl, this child, the hijab wasn't about doctrine. It was a mirror reflecting her schoolmate's heart. And her parents, their initial hesitation was more likely coming from a place of protection, wanting to shield their little girl. But how do we honor tradition while trusting our children to write their own stories? Their yes wasn't a surrender. It was faith in their little girl's discernment. So let's ask, when a child reaches for a garment outside of his or her or their assigned identity, is it rebellion? Or is it the purest form of human connection? And before we close, I want to go a tad bit deeper because you know me, I like to unravel things thread by thread. When a 7-year-old sees fashion as a bridge and not as a barrier, what is our excuse? And when you're going out into the world, I want you to ask yourself, when you're looking at someone's outfit, are you reading their story or are you writing it for them? And I'll end this segment by saying fashion isn't just fabric. It's the voice we borrow until we find our own. Here at Fashion Psychology TV, we seek to dispel illusions. We see through the patterns, and we honor the courage it takes to wear your truth. My name is Dr. Dawnn Karen. I am your host. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, from wherever you're joining me in your part of the world. Until next time. Are you tired of 12-step boxes? Well, try 14 steps of sunlight. Join me in my fashion psychology survivor's relationship with our clothing in my Runway Healing Circle, where fashion meets recovery and every stitch tells a story. Survivors worldwide are welcome. Click the link below to heal through style, not just in spite of it. Survivors, or should I say sunflowers, turn toward the light even after the darkest nights, and so can you. Have you always wanted to decode fashion's hidden language? Train under Dr. Dawnn Karen, the world's first fashion psychologist, and become certified in the science of style. Transform lives starting with your own. Visit FashionPsychologyInstitute.com to begin. clothing is the last unbroken dialect. Be the interpreter.